Welcome back to my channel. On today I will show you how to make a fabulous potato gratin. As you can see, we have some potatoes. I will be using the red potatoes, and also I have some organic ground beef here, and I seasoned my ground beef on yesterday because it wasn't in my plan to make a video, but I said, oh, why not? So to my ground beef on yesterday, I added some Haitian Epis. Then we have some garlic powder, seasoning salt, and adobo. And you can season this however you like. And I do have some black pepper in here as well. You can season it however you like, okay? But just don't over season it because we're gonna add cheese to this recipe, so you don't want it to be too salty. All right, just for the sake of this video not being so long, I'm not gonna peel these potatoes on camera, but I did peel one. And I'm going to use this. This is a mandolin. Okay. And we're going to slice it. Just want to give you, it's kind of difficult, the angle. Okay. Okay. So here is the size. Okay. See? Here it is. It's not too thin and it's not too thick. Because what we're going to do is we're going to pre-boil these, okay, before we bake it. All right, so we're going to add these back to the water. I have some water in my pot. And to my pot, I'm going to add some salt, okay? You don't want to add too much salt to the water because remember, we want everything to be nice and balanced. So we're going to take our sliced potatoes, we're going to add it to our pot, and we're going to allow this to cook for about, I would say, maybe 4 to 5 minutes, depending on your stove, okay, or until they are half cooked. We do not want to cook it all the way through. All right, so once that's done, I'll come back and show you what we do next, or what I do next. So now our potatoes is halfway boiled, so I'm going to go ahead and pour it in here like this. And what I'm going to do now is pour some water, some cold water over it. So this way we can stop the cooking process because we do not want it to continue to cook, okay? All right, here's our potato. See what it looks like? Okay, it's not cooked all the way through. All right, but it's a little translucent, see? So this is how you want it, and it's not breaking on me. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and set this aside. I'm gonna pour it right back into the pot, set it aside, and we're gonna go ahead and start working on the meat. All right, to our pan, I'm going to go ahead and just add just a little bit of oil. And I mean a little bit. And to our oil, I'm going to add some onions. I have some red. I'm sorry, not red, but I have some yellow and orange peppers. You can use green bell peppers or the red ones. This is what I have available, so this is what I'm using. Okay, make sure your stove is on a high. So I'm gonna allow this to saute, and I'm also going to use my fresh minced garlic. I freeze them, so I'm gonna allow that to melt a little bit. So we're gonna allow these to saute a little bit, just for a few minutes before I add my meat. All right, this has been cooking for a few minutes. And as you can see, it's not a lot of oil in here at all because our ground meat is going to produce, you know, a little bit of oil, so you don't want to overdo it, okay? All right, so we don't want our garlic to burn, nor our onions. So now I'm going to add in our seasoned ground meat. And I didn't mention, I did squeeze some fresh lime juice in my ground beef when I seasoned it on yesterday. So don't forget to add that. So now what we're going to do is just break this down and allow it to cook until it gets brown. I like just to use my spoon just to chop it up a little bit. Okay. And you want to taste it also once it's cooked to see if you need any more seasoning. But like I mentioned before, you do not want to overdo it with the seasoning. All right. So we're going to allow this to cook. Then I'll come back and show you that. This has been cooking for a few minutes. Okay. And this is what you want it to look like. You do not want big chunks of meat, so you just want to continue to chop it and break them down. Okay. I'm going to use some tomato, some pureed tomato. So you don't want to use too much, or if you have spaghetti sauce, you can go ahead and use that, or tomato paste. You don't want to put too much, so I'm just going to use just a little bit, just so we can get a nice little color going. Let me add my fresh thyme and my fresh parsley as well. So I'm going to add a pinch or two of crushed red peppers, okay? And that's optional. I mean, you can cater this to your preference, but I like just a little heat. So we're going to allow this to cook for maybe another 5 to 10 minutes. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn my stove off because our meat is cooked. It's looking fabulous, okay? And do you notice there's oil? So what I like to do is just push my meat aside and then just allow all of the oil to kind of flow to this end, and then I'm going to go ahead and use a spoon and remove all of the extra oil, so this way our end product is not full of oil. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Come back and show you how I make my sauce, a cheese sauce. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn my stove on high to my pot. I'm going to add some butter. Now I'm going to add some onions, okay? You can add some bell peppers in here as well, but I'm not going to add the bell peppers. I mean, I already have the peppers inside of my meat, so we don't want to overdo it. So we're going to just allow this to saute just for a few seconds. You don't want it to burn, guys. And keep stirring. Because my stove I turned it down. It was on high, but I'm turning it down to a number 6 because we do not want to burn. Do not like the taste of burnt butter. All right, so it's been cooking for a few minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and add my evaporated milk. Just add, it all depends on the amount you're making. So I'm just adding a half of the can, because we're not making a large amount. And you can also use heavy cream. You can use, regular milk if you like, but I just prefer to use the evaporated milk. Now to my milk, I'm going to add some cheese. So I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese. And I mean, this is the cheese that I will be using, but you can use whatever cheese you like. I will also use the Laughing Cow, the original. It's a Swiss cheese. We're gonna go ahead and use a few of those in there like that. So now we're gonna just break down our cheese. Before I add any more, I just want to make sure my Laughing Cows break down to see if I'm going to need any more cheese, okay? So once it breaks down, we'll come back. All right, it looks good. It has enough cheese. It's not too liquidy and it's not too thick, okay? So now I want to go ahead and just give it a little flavor. I'm going to add some fresh black pepper, or you can use white pepper if you don't want to use the black pepper. I'm going to add some roasted garlic powder, okay, like this. And then I'm going to add, you can add your Maggi if you like, but I'm just going to add a little bit of adobo like this. And we're going to give it a stir. Like that. And I'm going to also add just a little bit. And this is why I just used a little bit of adobo, because I want to add some chicken seasoning, okay? Any chicken, your favorite chicken seasoning. It should be good. Okay. Our sauce is looking fabulous. Let me go ahead and give it a taste. Oh my goodness. Now that's delicious. Absolutely delicious. So I turned my stove. Wow, that is good. I turned my stove off. That is extra good. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how we're going to put this together. Just make sure you preheat your oven at 350. All right, everything's cooked. We're going to go ahead and assemble our potato gratin. Okay, I like to spray my pan, well, not pan, but my casserole dish, or if you're using a pan, go ahead and spray it. And now let's just remove some of the oil. Sorry about the noise. We're going to just make sure it doesn't stick after it's done, so it's good. So now we're going to use our potatoes, okay? And you're just gonna layer the bottom. You know what? So this won't, let me just move this aside like this. Okay, so it won't make too much noise. Okay, so you're gonna take your pre-cooked potatoes and then you're gonna go ahead and cover the bottom. The bottom is nice and covered. So now we're gonna put, I want you to see our sauce. Our sauce is, our cheese sauce looks, I don't know if you can see it, looks fabulous. Guys, it tastes delicious. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add a little bit of our cheese sauce like this. And it doesn't matter the order. You could put the meat and then the cheese sauce. It doesn't matter, just as long as you get everything in here, okay? You want to spread it, making sure that your potatoes are covered with this nice sauce, like that. All right, now I'm going to add the meat. And this particular dish, you can make it without meat. So if you don't want the meat, you do not have to put meat in there. You can just do your cheese sauce and your potatoes, and it'll still be fabulous, okay? So once you've done that, you want to go ahead and repeat the steps. Go ahead and cover it up with some more potatoes. And I'm gonna repeat the steps and come back and show you what it looks like. I'm at the top and I had a little bit of meat left over, so we don't want to throw it out. So I'm gonna just put it on the top like this. And we'll have 3 layers, okay? So I'm gonna add some of my cheese sauce again. Okay, it's nice and covered. Now, you're gonna use cheese. And I like the cheese that has yellow in it, so I'm using, this one is Colby Jack. Allow this to cook for about 40 minutes, uncovered. Okay, and then I'll come back and show you what this delicious, delicious dish looks like. All right, we took this out the oven and I allow it to rest. And now you want to go ahead and garnish it so it could be nice and pretty with some parsley. Okay, that looks fabulous, guys. Just add a little bit more parsley like this. And let's cut it up. And it's important that you allow it to sit, okay? So it's been sitting for about, I would say 20 minutes. So let me just get a little bit from the side like this. I don't want to take too much. Okay. And then just run my knife, just make sure it's not sticking. So let's grab a plate. And try to get this out. This is what it looks like, guys. It is absolutely delicious. Our potatoes are nice and cooked. Wow. The flavors are fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Let me give you a close look of the inside. See how beautiful that is? Until next time, please like, comment. Do not forget to subscribe. Delicious.